Satnam.
Satnam, Satnam, Satnam.
Happy day 40.
40. You've done it for 40 days.
40 days.
Come on and sing it. We love you so much. We love you so much.
This has been such an incredible ride.
We'll be doing another ride like this starting January 1st. It will begin on New Year's Eve, and more info will come. But thank you.
Yep, thank you,
for working with the
everybody.
mirrors, for chanting for our ancestors. You know, when we look at the state of the world, it is the people we used to be, right, in other lifetimes, and all of our ancestors that have created these problems. So by chanting and coming together, we literally created healing and peace for not only ourselves, but the world.
Yeah.
We want to just keep loving you. So I know it can feel like, oh my God, this is huge drop off. So it's not going to be. On September 17th, we're going to start the 3-day immersion. You're getting half off. If you want to do 3 days of 9-hour days of Kundalini, do it. Do it. And we will be changing our mantra meditation to the Mool mantra. And we'll just give you more things about that. But today is your 40th day. Celebrate. Don't cut yourself off. If you don't have another sadhana in mind, then keep doing this one. If you need some ideas based on your astrology, whatever, we can do a quick session with either Tony or I, and we will help you pick a mantra to keep chanting. Today is the 7th degree of Virgo. This is where every sign on the 7th degree takes its energy. So the energy of strategic energy, Virgo, of becoming who you are destined to be, attunes with God. The 7th degree is when we sense God's plan, when we fall into the lap of Divine Mother. So what a wonderful day to close our time together then on the 7th degree of Virgo. It's also igniting this amazing Earth trine. So we are going to hit this Earth trine a couple more times in the month of September. What that means is you are in this place of manifesting something real time through Jupiter being in Aquarius, Saturn being in Aquarius, Pluto being in Capricorn, and the Sun being in Virgo. Just a couple days ago, the Moon got in there and really amped it up with being in Taurus. What that means is all of your spiritual effort is trying to make something real in your life. I know you sense it. And today is a sensing day. Sensing is a God thing. Sensing is a superhero spiritual person thing, right? It's when my logic can't back it up, but I just fucking know it's going to work out. Hold that note. I'll be doing the Tower of Light on Wednesday, and we're going to get a nice energetic and healing with Mary Magdalene about the last quarter of 21. We're in for quite a ride through the end of 2021 into 22. You know, I don't want to be like cryptic, but it's going to get a little more dark before it gets a lot of light. But it doesn't matter because you are a being of light, and the earth and her people need you more than ever to hold your joy, to hold your optimism, to hold your generosity for other humans that need to believe that it's all going to be okay.
Yeah, and I can't thank you all enough for just sharing this journey with us. I know there's some of you out there that still want to do the body part of the meditation that I'm offering. I've done it with several of you. And for those of you who I've done it with, I just want to give you a little shout out because I know that probably by now you are not wanting to do it. And that is just, that's okay because you're dealing with lifetimes and you're dealing with a subconscious mind that is 95% of all your thoughts are memories, feelings attached to those memories. And there's about 5% of the frontal lobe that's like, okay, let's get up and let's get going. But, it will only last for so long because you're working against that other 95%. However, it's, this is why we practice. This is why you have to be dynamic in your life. You have to do things that are radical. Your body is radical. Your body is not boring. Your body is the opposite of boring. Your body is dynamic. It wants to move. It wants to groove. It wants to get funky. It wants to celebrate. It wants to go crazy, because that is really going to get the attention of your brain and start to change that percentage of only 5% of that frontal lobe and give it a chance to do battle against the other 95% of the subconscious mind.
And when you think about the subconscious mind, it has so much garbage. I mean, it literally, the subconscious mind is the bodysuit too. The brain actually cannot handle all of our negativity and storytelling. So it literally puts the trauma, as we know, into the body,
Yep.
into the bones. It has to have a place to hold it. And so in order for you to do that, you've created a hormonal chemical cocktail that you're addicted to.
Yep.
Your negativity, and I'm always going to be overweight, I'm always going to have money problems, my husband's always going to be a jerk, whatever your fucking story
Or
is.
after you've done the sadhana for 4 days, this just isn't working for me. This just doesn't feel right.
Right, the body sends that message.
Yeah, the body is sending that message
It's going
to you.
because it wants its cocktail.
Yeah, it wants its old negative cocktail back. It wants you to just kind of, remain in the same state. It doesn't really want that, but
It's just used to
it's
it.
programmed that way.
Absolutely, because the truth is, if you think about it, because everyone listening to this, you've been reincarnated, you're a being of light, you sat in the arms of Divine Ma and designed the life you're in right now. You know it. So, if being a being of light is so freaking great, then why did you come here? I'll tell you, it's one thing to have a human body.
Yep.
The body is the super generator healer for the soul. You came to have a body because of what it can teach you, what it can awaken in you, and who you are, your potential to be. So we want to change that cocktail from the old negative story to something that's created through prana and mantra. And that's why these sessions with Maharaj Singh or going and doing a Kundalini class, it changes the hormonal secretion to something that is uplifting, enlightening, and awakening.
Yeah, and the whole concept in what we're doing is to get your attention.
Yeah.
So whatever you when we meet, I'm always going to throw something at you that's going to be totally out of your comfort zone. For example, some of you I've got doing stretch pose and chair pose. It's the last thing on your mind every day that you'd ever want to go to, especially first thing in the morning. But that's exactly the kind of dynamic energy that the body is craving. And if you just are willing to go there, it's kind of like, how bad do you want this? How bad do I want this? Every day I face that with myself. How bad do I want this? And every day I'm making the little changes in my life, whether it's like, I really don't want to work out, but I go down and I do it anyways. I really don't want to do this, and I do it anyways. It's because I understand what I'm up against. I understand the neurosis of my old ways, just wanting to kind of keep me, in that stagnant mode. So I understand it's a challenge. I totally get it. The only reason I want to do this with you is because I'm doing it with you. So I totally understand all of it and more.
So we have been living in the 7 mirrors. I hope you feel and are landing in that 7th one. They're always working together all of the time. But what is the 7th mirror? When I don't compare my body, my mind, my life to anyone else's, my own perfection is measured by the light of my soul in myself, and I love it and honor it. The 7th mirror helps us align with the divine and know that everything in our lives is happening according to God's plan. The gu and the ru are intimately connected. They give support to each other. I love you so much. Thank you for dedicating your life to awakening. And I will see you in other things, other classes. I love you. Mwah. Sat Nam.
Let's do this.
Let's do this. Heavenly Father.
Heavenly Father, Holy Mother,
I bow my head and open my heart.
oh my heart.
Thank you for this day, and thank you for this 40-day journey with all of my brothers and sisters. May we travel through the days leading to the new year in expectation of great healing and peace. May each of us be a forklift for humanity to help them lift the darkness and pain out of their lives. May each one of us also remember to be the lighthouse, the light that sits on the troubled shores and guides the ships and the souls to the light of God. May each of you pick up that mantle and carry love in your heart from this day to all days.
And don't underestimate the power in what you've just completed and what you've done exactly the way you did it. All of the lessons that showed up and showed themselves to you were absolute blessings. Don't underestimate the power in that. Keep your faith, and let's do this.
Let's do this. Sat Nam.
Sat Nam. We love you.
We love you.